So, welcome to Traders Cockpit. As many of you might already be registered on the website, so they know what Traders Cockpit is all about. For people who are completely fresh onto this software, we'll be explaining regarding Traders Cockpit, the various services we provide, the various features we provide during the session from here. Now, speaking about the share markets, which we basically are into, speaking about the share markets, our services are basically into the equities and derivative markets here. So if I may ask a question, many of you are already full-time traders, or maybe full-time traders, or maybe part-time trader in the markets there. So what does it take to be successful in the markets? Actually, the thing is, no success formula exists for technical analysis or trading, since it is not gambling. Trading is what trading happens when you take a calculated risk, and it is entirely different from gambling there. As I said, everything in life is gambling unless it is planned, and trading is something which should be planned properly, which should be calculated properly. And the only thing that will consistently enable you to pull money out of the markets is you yourself following 100% trading or investment plan with proper discipline. So that's it. To be a successful trader in the market, one need to be disciplined first. To be a successful trader in the market, one need to have a proper trading setup available with him. And apart from that, you should be able to you should be having a right software, right market analysis software rather. Now, like in the market, thousands of stocks are there, thousands of equities are there. On any given day, it may be difficult to identify which stock to buy or which stock to sell. So for that purpose, one should be having a right market analysis software to help them to decide where to buy exactly, where to put the stop loss values, where to put the target values, how to trade effectively. Now, we'll introduce you to TradersCockpit.com. This is a company which has been included in FinTech India's top 20 Hall of Fame. Now you can see on the screen that it stands right up there with all the big names like Paytm or Razorpay or JustPay. There it is, Traders Cockpit. This is how the software, now we are completely a web-based application. When I say a web-based application, that means you don't need to download any software. You don't need to download any file in your computer to run the market analysis software here. You just need to have a proper login ID and a password, and with that you can sign up here. Right at the right hand top corner, you can see, like, if I take you to the screen there, main screen there. Here you just need to have a proper login ID and a password to log into the software from anywhere across the globe. Just like a Facebook or Gmail, you can access all the data available on the software. You can use all the tools available. These are real-time intraday data which comes inbuilt with the tool. Now, what are the type of solutions? What are the different type of solutions which we provide, and how they can be helpful for you? We actually have a solution for everyone who is a trader in the share market, or who is planning to be a trader in the share market, who's an investor in the share market, or who's planning to start investing in the share markets. Now, there may be various cases, like you do not have a trading plan of your own, but you still want to trade, or you're aware of technical analysis, you know what technical indicators are, you know what price movement is, of how to do volume analysis, and you have a proper trading plan also. Then also the software helps you to semi-automate the scanners, to configure the scanners, which can help to get the right alerts at the right time. I'll show you how that happens. Now you want to test, you may want to test a new trading strategies, or your trading plan. You may be having a proper trading strategy with you. You may be having a proper trading setup available with you, and you want to check that out, how it can be effective, or how accurate is my strategy. So for that, proper backtesting platforms are available on the software. Further, if you are a newbie into the market, now these are the category of people who are complete fresher into the market, and they look forward to start with investments, but somehow they want to learn first and then start with the trading part. So you may be a newbie into the market, or have not been able to trade successfully. For that purpose also, we have the our various training courses available, which I'll be coming towards the end of the session. Now, how Traders Cockpit helps. It makes profitable trading and or investing a reality for you through our various features like dashboards, tools, knowledge X. If I take you to the website here on the top itself, you'll find this various headings available like dashboard section or chart section or tool section. Or for option traders, we have this option tools available, option trading tools, options analysis tools available. And then the knowledge section is there. So how they help out basically. Now, to start with the first case, that is you don't have a trading plan of your own, but you still want to trade. Now, basically, people there will be users who have been traders since some time in the market, but because of a lack of proper trading plan, because of a lack of proper trading setup, they have been making regular losses and look forward to some solution which can help them out to get actionable ideas. When I say actionable ideas, that means at Traders Cockpit, we use the powerful screeners and dashboards to auto scan the market and throw these actionable ideas for all types of trades. That is intraday, you may be an intraday trader, or for BTST, STBT trades, or it may be for positional or long term also. So how they work out is in this dashboard section. Like you'll be finding various features available on the software setup. This dashboard link, when you take the cursor to the dashboard link here, you'll find various sublinks available like TC intraday dashboards, basically for people who look forward to buy and sell in the same day, or this 3:15 p.m. dashboard for STBT or BTST calls. Similarly, if you're a positional trader, then you can check out the end of the day screening dashboards, or if you're a long-term investment investor, then we have this investment dashboards available. So what we've tried to do is like for every section of trader or investor, we have a particular set. This is not a generic formula which runs across all the category of traders there. For we believe for every trader there should be a specific trading setup available. If you're a short-term trader or a long-term trader, accordingly, your criteria should be met by the services, by the tools available. Now, how the intraday dashboard works out is on this page, as you can see. Uh, Very easy to use, simplified and user friendly. Now, here you can put in the stock name here, any on any given day. On any given day, you want to scan out the markets for the right stocks or right equities. Then at 10:15 a.m. Normally the market starts from 9:15 a.m. right, 9:15 till 3:30. In the first 1 hour, like by the time the first 1 hour ends, that is at 10:15 a.m. As you can see on the screen here, like normally the market will be volatile for the first 1 hour, right, 9:15 to 10:15. When it settles down a bit by 10:15, then it gives you the view of the market for the day. Then it gives you the view on any particular script for the day, whether it can be in a whether it is in a bearish mode or whether it can be in a bullish mode. So for that purpose, you can just put in the stock name here, script name here. Like as for example, I've taken a recent case of Nifty. Like you just need to feed in the stock name. So in the dashboard section here, you just need to feed in the stock name. Say for example, Nifty or Bank Nifty, and then accordingly it shows you the trading setup available for the day, whether it is in a bullish scenario or whether it is in a bearish scenario there. So it gives you an alert at 10:15 a.m. At 10:15 a.m. you can scan for the screener setup to show whether the stock, my favorite stock, whether it is in a bullish mode or in a bearish mode there. Now here, for example, in Nifty at 10:15, this was a recent case which happened 2 months back in December last year, and then the price was running at 10,276 at that point of time, and at 10:15 there was a bearish setup formed here. Okay, like as you can see on the screen here, there was a bearish setup formed, And then let me mark it through a cursor there. No, Mr. Vijay, there is no delay in that part. So here it will be showing you whether there has been a bearish setup formed or a bullish setup formed here. Timing you need to see check out for is 10:15 a.m. Okay, so if it shows a bearish setup, accordingly one can go for a short position there. One can take a short position there. And further downside, it will be showing you like once you enter for a short position. Now Nifty is not traded in cash; it's something which is traded in futures and options. So what was the future price? That also you'll be able to see it here. 10,276. That was the cash price. The futures was moving at 10,295 at a premium of 10,295. Accordingly, one could enter it into the market at 10,290. One could have entered at 10,295. Now, once the entry is done, where to put the stop loss and where to put the target values for that, you'll find this trailing stop loss value for available. Like once the entry happens, then the trailing stop loss that could be followed from here. 38.85 points was the trailing stop loss. Accordingly, if you see this screen, now this is where the entry happened. This is the particular candle where the entry happened. If you see here on the screen in Nifty particular, when the price was moving at 10,276. 10,276, that was the price movement, and from there it was a short sell at 10:15. It was a short sell. Just if you want to see how the stock behaved from the index behaved from there, this was my point of entry. Okay, this candle close was my point of entry, and by the end of the day the market moved to as low as 10,237. If you see here, this was the candle close value where the market moved to. So it gave you a particular entry point, stop loss point, and target point is will also be mentioned. So accordingly, one can take a position there. Similar case in LNT. The stock name was LNT here. Okay, and in LNT at 10:15. If, as you can see on the screen here, this was again in December. Like these screenshots show you some examples from December month, and similarly for every month, like on month basis, at least in 1 week you'll be getting 3 to 5 good suggestions over here, good views over here, and accordingly you can take a position. In the LNT 10:15 a.m. there was a bearish setup formation, like the view on the particular stock was bearish for the day, and that time price was moving at 1200.75. As you can see on the screen here, 1200.75, that was the closing value as of 10:15, and further a bearish setup was formed. So that was a sign for a sell signal, short signal there. And the trailing stop loss would have been 8 points. As you can see, trailing stop loss was 8 points. That needs to be placed above the point of entry. Since this is a short call, stop loss needs to be placed above the point of entry. And from there on, this was the point of entry. As you can see here on the charts, the stock name is LNT. On the charts, though this was a green candle formed, but the dashboard gave a short signal depending upon the market and how it behaved previously. It gave a short signal there. Now this was the point of entry, and from there on, the entry point was 1200.75. From there, 1200.75. From there, the market went down. The low which was formed was below. After the trade was taken, the low formed was somewhere around 1187. So that this point would have been my point of exit. Like I could have booked my target around the same around somewhere around this point itself. When you go for the subscription, friends, when you go for the subscription, we'll be having a proper product training wherein we will be taking it in depth, like where to put the stop loss values, where to put the target values, some risk return ratio needs to be managed for that, and that will be explained properly in the product training session also further. Just giving you another example in Nifty again. Now what I showed till now was a case of bearish sign, like stocks are moving bearish from there. Similar case if on any given day, say the example, for example in Nifty, if it gives a bullish setup formation, as it happened here. Nifty was moved 10,088, and at the time point of 10:15 a.m. Nifty was moving at 10,088. It was a bullish setup formation there. Simultaneously, the good thing is it also simultaneously gives you a proper trailing stop loss value. So do maintain that. As I said, trading should be done with discipline. So if there is a bullish setup formed with a trailing stop loss, would maintain this trailing stop loss and enter into the particular index or stock from here on, from 10,088. Let's see on the chart how it behaved. Now this was a bullish view. If say suppose on any given day, now there may be questions why this 1:30 p.m. 1:30 p.m. setup it is showing up. Suppose on any given day, it might happen that in the first half of the day, in the first 2-3 hours, market may be range bound. Any particular stock may be range bound there. So in those cases, if you check out for this 10:15 a.m. Setup, it will show you no trend availability. It will show you something like NA, no trend availability. Though that happens in case the market has been sideways for the day, or it doesn't reflect any particular trend for the day. In that case, at 10:15 a.m., it will show you no trend availability NA. So what to do then is then wait for the 1:30 p.m. Closing to happen. Then wait for the 1:30 p.m. closing to happen and check out at 1:30 p.m. whether it is giving you any setup or not. If at 10:15 it didn't give any setup, in that case only wait for the 1:30 candle close and see if it is showing any setup or not. Now luckily on this day, Nifty both at 10:15 as well as 1:30 it gave a bullish setup formation. But this doesn't mean that if I have in such cases, if it shows you a bullish setup formation at 10:15 and also again it shows a bullish setup at 1:30, that if I missed to take a position at 10:15 I should jump into the market at 1:30. No, don't do that. Jump into the market at 1:30 only if earlier there was no trades available in this particular stock. Okay, if it shows a repetitive signal, then avoid jumping into the market in the second signal there. Okay, so hope my point is clear to all of you. Any questions or any doubts on that part? Yes or a no? Any doubts or any questions on that part? Yes or a no? Is it clear? Yeah, let's make the session a bit interactive. Let's make it a bit interactive from here. Anything you can put it on the chat log there. So then for this particular trade on Nifty, as you see on the chart, this is on the top, the third candle from the right. This was the point of entry here. This was again a red candle formed. Coincidentally, this was a red candle after 3 consecutive green candles. This was a red candle formed, but still the trade setup gave a buy call there. Let's say a trade setup gave a bullish call there. And one could have entered into the market at this candle close, which happened downside. Okay, the value was 10,088. And from there on, neither the stop loss was triggered and the market had been up from that particular point and it went to as high as 10,173 from there. This was 10,173 point. So this was the market movement. So if in this process, if the stop loss gets triggered, then also not a problem, no issues. And if the target triggers, then maintain the risk return management, risk return ratio. That is how you can use out the excuse me. That is how you can use out the intraday dashboard. Intraday dashboards basically mean for intraday trading, wherein buying and selling can happen on the same day itself. Similarly for positional trading. Now, what for people who look forward to say positional trading? Intraday is not everyone's cup of tea, right? So obviously, Mr. Anand has a question on how much is the accuracy on this trading setup. Mr. Anand, all I can say is like since the every user will be having his own set of script available, so checking out the accuracy on all the stocks is not possible. But yes, all I can say is whatever we have observed on the top stocks, the accuracy has been more than 60% there. Similarly, for people who do this, who look forward to this positional trading, wherein the holding duration can be somewhere between 4 to 7 working days or so. So what about them? For that part, we have this, as I showed earlier also on this tool section. In this tool section here itself, you'll find something called this EOD dashboard available. End of the day, trading dashboards available. Once you click on this page, it will show you the scanners available to filter out the conditions, market conditions on the basis of bullish stocks or bearish, filter out the stocks on the basis of bullish conditions or bearish conditions there. Just click on any particular parameter and then click on this execute button, say bullish or bearish, and click on this execute button. Then it shows you a list of stocks downside. This is again, as I said, I repeat, for positional trading. Hence, what we have taken, what has been taken into reference for positional trading is the end of the day daily candles there. Now here it will be showing you the stock name. Say for example, it is showing some 43 records. Currently, it's showing some 43 records. That doesn't mean that I need to go for buy or sell in all these. I need to go for sell in all these 43 stocks. No. What happens is whenever the result comes up, whenever the result comes up, then arrange for the stock in the order of trend rank there. Okay, like here, once you see the stock name available, then there is something called a trend rank here. This 2 points will be important. One is the trend rank, and again, second one will be the volume here. Okay. In the trend rank, you'll find like the trend rank needs to be arranged in descending, in the ascending order first. For just double click here and look for all the stocks where the trend rank is high. I mean to say, look for all those stocks where the trend rank is in the in one, two, or in the descending in the ascending order there. Okay, Mr. Gopinath has a question, like in order to use this intraday screener dashboard, I should be knowing which stocks to be checked. That is the question actually I was expecting. Fine. Yeah, Mr. Gopinath, that's 100% correct. Like without knowing with the stock name, it will be difficult to go to the dashboard page to see which stock I can buy or which stock can be sold for the day. Right? And for that purpose only, before filtering out the stocks in the intraday dashboard page, now this is the intraday dashboard page where you need to feed in the stock name. But how to know which stock name, which are the list of stocks from where I need to choose? For that purpose, we have created a ready-made scanner on the markets. Like if you come to this tool section here for intraday trading, you'll find this ready-to-use screeners available here. Just click on this ready-to-use screeners. And in this ready-to-use screeners, in this ready-to-use screeners, if you scroll it downside, for intraday setup, for scanning for intraday, you got to see this stocks bearish at 10:15 a.m. These two screeners, stocks bearish at 10:15 a.m. and stocks bullish at 10:15 a.m. These two are actually the scanners which are dedicated for the intraday dashboard. Now, on any given day in the morning at 10:15 a.m., step one will be to come to this page. Step one, I repeat, step one will be to come to this page and check either for the depending upon the Nifty movement. If Nifty is positive for the day, you can check for the stocks bullish, or if Nifty is negative, check for stocks bearish there. And then when you click on this button, it will show you the list of stocks. Like it will give you a basket of stocks available. Okay. And rather than going for all the FNO stocks, rather than checking for all the FNO stocks on the dashboard here, just check out for these particular stocks, like these 4 or 5 stocks on the dashboard, whether it is giving a bullish setup, whether it is giving where to put the stop loss values or where to put the target values there. Say for example, let me take the case of Cipla itself. Okay, Cipla it is already there. Now in Cipla at 10:15 a.m. This is again yesterday's market itself, day before yesterday. That is Thursday's market itself. 556.55 was the closing value at 10:15 a.m. and at that point of time it gave a bearish setup formation. Okay, and in Cipla, if I come to the charts here, as you can see, at 10:15 a.m. there was a short call. That time the market was moving at this price. This was the candle close at 10:15. This was the candle close at 10:15 where there was a short call, and you see from there, like from 586.55, the market came down to as low as 581. So easily a target hit case there. Mr. Sundararajan, like on HTBT and BTHT, what you are saying is that is a different concept altogether. I don't know on what features or on what concept you have been trading as such. Okay, but the features which I show you, they do work out. So that is how you can select. There are scanners available wherein you can scan for the stocks at 10:15 a.m. and then come to the dashboard to check it out for the entry points and the stop loss and target values there. Similarly, coming to this the EOD setup, end of the day setup, as I told, now here it shows the stocks name, and accordingly, once the stocks names are generated on the EOD candles, arrange them in the ascending order of trend rank. And the higher the trend rank, that is the stocks with the trend rank of one, uh, the stocks with the trend rank of one will be better than the one where the trend rank is two. Two will be better than three. Three will be better than four, and so and so. So here, like Adani Powers, Escorts, Granules, these all are the stocks where the trend rank has been high. Further, along with this, look for a significant increase in the volume part also. What I will suggest is, along with the trend rank, look for a significant increase in the volume part also, as it happened in Z Limited. Okay, now it's moving at 563. The higher the trend rank, that means it's a fresh signal formed after many days. The so it will be a better chance to go for the stocks where the trend rank is high. That means it's a comparatively fresh signal which has been generated. Further, increased volume along with a trending that suits that indicates that yes, it's on a really bullish or a bearish note, and accordingly you can select for the stock there. Mr. Sundarajan, I said higher rank, and needless to clarify, when I'm saying higher rank, look for the higher rank. That means look for the ones which are having the ranking of one, and then look for one which are having ranking of two, then three. So on, like as in exams, how it happens. The student with a higher rank, the student with a higher rank means his rank must be one or two or something. And student with a lower rank, that normally means his rank will be lower, like 10th or ninth or something, ninth or 10th or something. So the higher the rank, the better that is. So that is how the EOD dashboard works out. Look for the trend rank along with the volume formation and then select for the stocks from there. This is the page. This is the ready to use screener setup which I was saying about. Okay. Now in this, as I said, you'll find the stocks, bullish pattern stocks as well as bearish pattern stocks at 10:15 a.m. Scan for these stocks. That will be step number one. Then go to the intraday dashboard to configure the entry and the exit levels from there. Similarly, for long-term investments, we have a specific dedicated feature available, that is the investment dashboard. Now, you may be an intraday trader, but at the same time, there are users, many among you yourself, who have got a particular portfolio also from a longer term perspective. From a longer term perspective, like of course we'll be having some investments which are laid down for long term duration, like we buy and we hold them for that. But many times it becomes difficult to understand where to exit out, whether, say for example, I bought any particular stock and it started coming down. So this becomes a confusion, like whether I should exit out, what will be my fair value of exit, or whether I should continue further in the hope that it will be going up from here. So these sort of questions generally scratch the brain of the investors. For that purpose, we've made this dashboard here, which where the features has been made very much user friendly. Excuse me. Now, in this intraday dashboard, you can fill in the stock name. Suppose you may be having any portfolio of your own, or you may be having any watch list of your own, or you want to create a new portfolio altogether. So you can select from among the stock category, like only you can select only the future and option stocks, or you can select for the stocks which are available in your watch list itself. Yes, you can create. Suppose I'm having some 15, 20 stocks in my portfolio. So what I can do is I can create a watch list out of this particular stocks, and then I can make this screener. I can make this dashboard run on that particular watch list itself to see whether the stocks which I'm holding in my kitty in my portfolio, they're at the right price currently, or they're on a downside movement currently, so whether I should exit out or whether I should continue the momentum there. And accordingly, it shows you the on the basis of trend, long-term trend or medium-term or short-term trend, it bifurcates the stock name, and downside it once you execute the screener, it shows the result downside. Now, where to retain the position, in which stock you should retain the position and which stock to exit out, that requires a little bit of concept formation. Okay, that requires a little bit of concept formation depending upon the charts for the which will be properly explained out. For this investment, from the investment angle, this becomes a bit critical. It will be properly explained out in our product training how to interpret this long term and medium term trends as such. Yeah, Mr. Sundar and Mr. Sundarajan, the tools are effective actually both for all the categories. You may be an intraday trader, you may be a positional trader, may be a long-term investor. Now, our dashboards uses the Traders Cockpit prop indicators like this TCFL or TCBM or auto trendline indicators. TCFL means Traders Cockpit floating levels. That is the full form of TCFL. TCBM, that is yet another indicator called Traders Cockpit breakout momentum. And similarly, some auto trendline features are also available. Coming to our next slide, like here you can see on the screen here. Now on the screen here, you see these cloud-like structure. Now the candlestick charts are available. The TCFL comes in as a cloud-like structure on the chart here. Okay, and this helps you to determine, suppose from a positional investment angle, or from from an investment angle rather, it helps you determine where I should till what point of time I should continue in any particular stock, till what point of time should I continue my investment in any particular stock, and where my exit point should be there. To give a simple hint, like exit out as soon as the market starts crossing the TCFL and going downside, as it happened here, this particular candle. Now, the stock which are the chart which you are seeing in front of your screen is of the stock which has been one of the biggest disaster in 2014, as such, if you remember. 2014 financial technologies, many of you must be remembering by now. Many many people had investment in this particular stock also, and it moved to as high as 800 points, as you see on the screen here. This was the level when the price was moving at around 800 points, and people are saying that they were anticipating somehow that the price will be going above 1,000 or so, but unfortunately it started making a dip downside. Now, because of some fundamentals, because of some buying and selling happening, because of some other factors, but always you can keep one thing in mind: the technicals somewhere or other, they do reflect the fundamentals also. And this is where it started making a U-turn. It started coming downside, and that gave me a signal that yes, this is a good sign that I should exit from the stock now. So what one can ideally do is, whenever the price starts moving below the cloud, one can look to exit out. And if at any point of time it further goes above the cloud value, say suppose for example, it would have again gone above the cloud value here, I could have looked to re-enter into the market. But unfortunately, in financial technologies, it didn't happen so. After once it started making a downside movement, when the price broke below some 750 levels, in few months from June to August, in a span of some 3 months itself, it came down to as low as 100 rupees, if you can see here on the screen. It came down to as low as 100 rupees here. So this was the downside movement which happened rather. And for people who are not aware about this movement, they were the one who made losses rather. In fact, many still have got this financial technologies in their portfolio. If I was an investor, I would have exited out. If as an investor, I would have suggested to exit out somewhere here itself, so that at least my principal amount should be retained. For from investment angle, it's not necessary that I always make returns on my investment. From an investor angle, it's also necessary to retain your principal amount. Yeah, surely, Mr. Sundarajan, we can speak after the webinar session. So I will give you yet another example. Now, you all must be remembering this JP Associates, which had a great fall in the year, I think 2015, if I'm not wrong. 2015 JP Associates, when it was moving at 75 rupees, and then all was fine until and unless it was moving at above a certain level of 70, 75 there. But then a breakout happened downside below the cloud. On technically on the chart, there was a breakout downside, and in the next few months, from 75 rupees, it came down to as low as 25 rupees there. So why to wait for the market to fall down? Why not to identify a right exit point? Why not to identify a right exit setup and then look for exit there, as it happened in JP Associates here? So if I was having access of these features, I would have exited out somewhere here itself when the price started turning below 75. Coming, see, unfortunately, every year there has been certain stocks which has been filtered out on the setup here. Say in 2016, if you see Amtech Auto, this was again a stock where when it was moving at 160, 180, when it went to 160, anticipation was that it will be going above 200, 240 there. But then a downside crossover happened below 150. A downside crossover happened. So this gives you a signal there. Like suppose you're having a portfolio of your own, you're maintaining some 20, 25 or more than that. You're maintaining some 20 or 30 stocks. The number will be upon you. You can check out from time to time. You don't need to monitor on a daily basis. Say every 3-4 days or every once in a week, you can check out from time to time where there is a position, where there is a opportunity to re-enter into the markets, or where there is an opportunity where I can exit out from the market there. As it happened in Amtech Auto, once it crossed this 140 barrier, 150 barrier, there was there was no chance, there was less chance that it further went high from there. From 160 in a span of July to August, again in 2 months itself, the price was already crashing down. So at least if I would have exited out here, my principal amount would have been retained, and the same money could have utilized, rather than blocking my positions. I could have utilized that amount in investing into other stocks there. This happened in Just Dial is a case of a recent case itself in 2017 there. Just Dial, when from 900, it's still downside actually. This was a point of reverse. This point somewhere around 800 levels. Just Dial, this was a point of reverse, and still it is moving in a downside zone itself. Also, along with the TCFL indicator, suppose you are a positional trader, you can take advantage of this auto trendline indicators. Now, this auto trendline indicators, they are automatically plotted on the charts. Okay, you just need to select the configuration. Yeah, Mr. Gopinath, if you Mr. Gopinath has got a question. I'm a future and option trader itself. So for that purpose, of course, you can you can make the scanners work on the future and option stocks only. You don't need to work out on all the stocks. The scanners won't be working out on all the stocks for you. We can configure the scanners to work on only FNO scripts. So that will be helpful. Now, this auto trend line indicators, as it shows here, once the trend breaks out, that is a chance one can go for a symbol. So this sort of opportunities, this are sort of, now the price in Nifty was in an uptrend there, but after that, once this auto trend line correction happened, it started breaking down. So this become a point of entry there. Shorts, this becomes a point of taking short there. So that is how the prop setups work out. Basically, the solution which was offered till now was for people who look forward to some ready-made setups to give some views actionable ideas, which throws actionable ideas for trading in the share markets. Coming to the next compelling solution, which is for people who trade in the who trade in the markets and who have a trading setup available, but and they have a proper trading plan. They are aware about technical analysis. They have a proper trading plan. For them, you can use for those users, for the users who have a proper trading setup or plan of their own, they can use the powerful screening softwares. They can use the powerful screening scanners of Traders Cockpit to convert your manual technical ideas into algo screeners. If you wonder how that works out, it's easy actually, better said than done. Now you may be a trader who's knowing about technicals. You may be a trader who's trading on Bollinger Band, or you may be trading on moving average crossover or RSI indicator or stochastic or super trend, any indicator you may be using, right? Being a person who knows technicals, you may be using any of these indicators. Now we have this scanners available on the software itself. Speaking about the next set of solutions, those are available in this toolx section. Okay, in the toolx section here, you'll find this customizable, configurable scanners available. Once you click on the option, say you may be intraday trader or again a positional trader, depending upon that, you can choose a time frame from among the scanner set, and here you can find you'll be able, once you land on this page, you'll be able to see the name of different indicators available, like moving average, RSI, Bollinger Band, and adjacent to any indicator there will be a list of parameters. Okay, depending upon your criteria, depending upon your solution, you can select the right parameter, and accordingly, once the parameter is selected, just click on the refresh results button to check out for the results downside. Suppose now this scanner result which it is showing you on the PPT here was on a Bollinger Band breakout, like to scan for those stocks where the price has just crossed above the Bollinger Band level, like this. Is showing you price crossing above Bollinger Band. This was the parameter taken, and then it gave a result of Bajaj Auto. Once you get any script name adjacent to in the same link here, you'll find the chart link available. Okay, adjacent to the results towards the second last column, you'll find this chart link available. Just click on that chart link, and then you can see here, like on the charts, it will take you to the chart page where you can see price just started crossing the Bollinger Band, and that is where exactly I got an alert there. If you wonder how this helps out, we'll show you. Now, the unique feature is these are the scanners, these are the screening tools which are available with SMS and email alerts. So I don't need to be in front of the monitor all the time. I don't need my computer to be on all the time. I don't need to be logged in into my computer all the time. I may be on the go, I may be traveling, I may be into my business or into my office there. But just once you save the screener, there will be option there to activate the SMS and there will be an option available to activate the SMS and email alerts. You just need to activate the SMS and email alerts, and whenever these conditions meet in the market. Now, once the screener is created and saved, everything runs at the server and everything runs at the cloud there. So you may be on the go, you may be in the office. You'll automatically get a result through SMS and email whenever the conditions meet in the market. Yeah, Mr. Vijay, real time for I'm a day trader and only in future. Real time for 5 minutes, that means every 5 minutes it will be executing the screener. If you're selecting 5 minute time frame, every 5 minutes it will be throwing you the result there. It will be checking for the conditions every 5 minutes and through the result accordingly. Mr. Sundarajan, if you mean which wave the stock, by the wave of the stock, if you mean that which trend the stock is particularly following, yes, setups can be created for that. We'll do one thing, Mr. Sundarajan. I'll ask my team to get back to you after the session, and they can help you out with this configuration. So this is the way you save the screeners. When you create any screener, just save them for the SMS and email alert. As you can see this checkbox here, and that will be throwing you the result. Mr. Vijay, this alert facility, they come inbuilt with the software as such. With the annual subscription, you get the quota of some 1200 alerts inbuilt with the subscription there. So you can consume up to 1200 alerts, 1200 SMSs, and once that is finished, you can go for a top up also. So I'll give you a simple example now here on the this was the result which I got on one of the ready-made setups available, which is high volume price breakout. High volume price breakout. This indicated this helps me in scanning out the stocks where the price breakout has been there. A sudden price breakout has been there. Now this gave me an alert on 31st October. This was on CAPF. 735.4 was the price movement happening. This result I got through scanners itself. That's why I'm just sharing my experience here. At 2:35 we got this result. Okay, at 2:35, that was in the last 1 hour. We got the result here in CAPF. And luckily I was not in front of the screen, but I was able to place an order. 7:35, I was able to place an offline order. 7:35 was the price where the alert came. And in the last 1 hour, the alert came at 2:35 as such. Okay, that was the time 2:35. Price was 7:35. In the last 1 hour from 7:35, you see this movement in CAPF. From 35, it went on to 67, 60 there. The closing happened somewhere around 760. In 1 hour, some 25 points movement. And obviously, if I'm trading in futures, we can know what can be the profit there. Uh, this single trade could have made for your whole subscription fees actually, your complete annual subscription fees actually. Similar result came up in Dabur at 335, 333.5. Again, critical thing is on the time part. This alert came at 15.6, 306 actually in the afternoon, and from 333, from 331, 333, it went on to 353 in a span of 1 hour itself. Mr. Gopinath, with this subscription, we'll also be helping you out with some ready-made setups regarding the software, which setup to go for. That will be helping you out with in the product training session. The product training session which you conduct for subscribed users. Okay, let me tell this. For subscribed users, the product training session which you conduct, they will be a one-to-one session. They won't be a group session. They will be a one-to-one session wherein will be explained on how to use it effectively with all the minute details there. And similarly, as we have this indicator scanners available for any indicator based technical analysis. So apart from the technical indicator based scanners, we have also got scanners for patterns, different pattern formation and different divergence formation. When I'm speaking about patterns, you might have heard about this head and shoulders or a double top or a double bottom or inverted head and shoulders right in front of your screen here. What you're seeing is an inverted head and shoulder pattern formation. So this you don't need to check out every stock manually to see where a pattern formation has been there. You in the background you can see this intraday pattern scanners setup. Let me take you to the software again to show this example. Now in the tool section here again itself, we have this pattern and trendline screeners available. Okay, this intraday patterns and trendline screeners available. Once you click on this button, it gives you option to scan out for the head and shoulders or double top, same from among the FNO stocks itself. You can select from among the FNO stocks, or you can select any stock of your own. And then like different pattern formation scanners are available here. Once the result comes out, it shows. You can verify for the results on the charts itself. So Mr. Sundarajan, can you hear me now? Hope the voice is audible to all. Or is there any break in the voice? Can you confirm once? Is the voice audible? Okay. Yeah, Mr. Venkat. Is the voice audible? Hello? Okay. Okay, fine. Fine then. We go ahead with the session. And yeah, Mr. Anand will be coming to the subscription details at the last, but also hold on to the session because for the webinar attendees, some special offer will be there on the subscription fees. Just a hint. Okay, fine. So let's continue with the session. Now, these are the screeners, as you can see. These are the screeners which help you out anytime, anywhere, or on any platform. Further, they help you to get alert on stocks of your choice as well as the time frame of your choice. These alerts help you in making right entries as well as exits also. These conditions on the screeners can be customized and altered by you easily on the fly. You can change them, the configurations on the fly also. And they alert you using powerful and exclusive indicators, which gives you edge over other traders. Now, this next set of solutions is on the option tools as such. But for options, we'll do one thing. Since options is a vast subject in itself, we'll take a separate webinar session for options, wherein we'll be explaining on these option dashboards available. These option dashboards, they use the live for people who trade in options. They will very much be knowing about this. Now, the option tools, they provide for powerful tools such as option dashboards, implied volatility scanner, option target calculators, and different option custom strategy creators are also there. We'll take a separate session wherein I can explain about this in details, because it will take a further 1 hour if I go on to the option tools from here. But of course, it will be covered in our consecutive session, subsequent session. Similarly, as we have got these tools for scanning the market, on the same lines, there are tools available. These tools has got charts also, the charting tools which you see on the screen. Okay, now they use live accurate, as you can see on the screen there. They use live accurate exchange license data feed to ensure no data is subsequently altered or repainted. Like there is almost negligible 0% chances of the data being repainted or any false data coming in. The data, we try to keep the data as accurate as possible. They give you access to clean historical data along with the current intraday data. You'll also be having access to the historical data for doing your own analysis or for creating your own strategies. Now they allow you to save and reload your technical studies, also are accessible on whichever platform. So they are platform free actually, platform independent actually. Now the next set of compelling solution, coming to the next category of solutions which are provided by TradersCockpit, is on the Strategy Labs module. For people who are well experienced in the share markets, there who are into the share markets since years, generally what happens is that they look forward to some platform wherein they can backtest, they can code their own strategies and backtest them on the historical data. So that is where this strategy labs module comes in. That is where this particular feature comes in of strategy labs. This helps you, this gives you the right solution. If you want to test new trading strategies or create your own trading plan, you want to optimize your trading plan, you want to refine your trading plan, of course, for that we have got this powerful backtesting platform which enables you to test with simple clicks and no coding is required. You don't need to know about any particular technical technology related language. These are these strategy labs coding that includes simple logical operations, and with that one can code any logic over the platform here. So they allow you to test your ideas on individual stocks. They allow you to do the backtesting on individual stocks or indexes or a portfolio of stocks also. Further, they give you access to clean historical data in EOD as well as in intraday also. They give you the performance and risk parameters to compare strategies and allow you to create strategies for testing with simple clicks and no coding required, as I said. See, this is something, these are some testimonials which has been offered, which has been sent by our users. We have, as of today, we have some 80,000 registered users, more than 80,000 registered users on Traders Cockpit. And these are some of the testimonials which has been shared by them. This particular mail was written to our support ID, to our co-founder, Mr. Amit Sharda. The writer of this mail wrote somewhere in midnight as such, 1:45 a.m. If you can see at the top the timing there, 1:45 a.m. was normally that's the time we were where when we are in the mid of our sleep, right? So why would one take a pain to write a testimonial at that point of time until and unless he is really favored or he has really been benefited by using this software, these tools here. And now coming to the final section, like what I explained till now was on the tools. What I explained till now was on the tools which help you to get some ready-made solutions available. The tools which help you to configure your own strategies, to configure your own scanners. The tools which help to backtest your strategies, to do backtesting on the strategy labs. Now coming to the next set of compelling solutions, they come in the form of knowledge section. Now, in Indian markets, it's basically a big problem that people want to invest in the share market, but they don't know how to trade. They don't know how to analyze the markets. They don't know anything about technical or fundamental analysis there. The right solution, knowledge X is the right solution if you are new to trading or technical analysis or have not been able to trade successfully in the past. Now we conduct the special workshops, special training classes where you'll learn the best of technicals, options, and market analysis and strategies from one of the best brains in India, rather. Now, speaking about a faculty, Mr. Anurag Sabu, who is also the head of, who is also a co-founder of Traders Cockpit, and he did his PGDM from IIM Bangalore, and he's a gold medalist in electrical and electronics engineering from IIT Chennai. And it's been over 15 years. It's actually 15 years, more than 15 years that he has been trading intraday, both intraday as well as positional in equities and commodities on the Indian exchanges. So he's actually the person who's going to take these classes. And apart from his credentials from his credentials and outstanding academic background, he's also a chartered market technician, a CMT holder from the CMT Chartered Market Technician. It's a charter provided by the US Association actually, and all over the world some 2500 plus 2500 CMTs are there, 25,600 CMTs are there, and he's one of them. Apart from that, he's also a holder of equities and derivative certification from NISM with a good score, of course, as you can see on the screen there. Now, what we basically teach in the training classes, what Anurag sir basically teaches in the classes, we have modeled these workshops into three different categories. Namely the mastering stock analysis using technicals, which provides a in-depth insight into how to do technical analysis, how to analyze the charts, how to analyze the price movement, the volume movement. Second module is on option trading, which is basically for people who look forward to trade in options specifically. And then we have this advanced trading system workshop. The workshops, they give you distilled understanding of what to focus on when trading, all drawn from the wealth of knowledge and experience of the trader. Now, as I said earlier also, Anurag sir, he has been full-time into the market since last 15 years, more than 15 years now. So the experience, the experience, the expertise, the skill set which he brings into the classroom, that is unparalleled. And instead of making you search for years for right information, going over multiple books and websites, it's always better. The workshops, they give you the right foundation of market understanding, which is key to success in markets. Further, they make you aware that the way most traders use indicators is wrong. Pay attention to this last point, which is mentioned on the PPT. Like, we all know about indicators, we learn about them through YouTube, or you learn about them through books. But most of the times, the interpretation which happens about any indicator, interpreting any indicator, goes the wrong way. So these workshops, they help you to understand the right interpretation. Now, Anurag sir, he's conducted over 200 workshops till date and trained over 2,500 traders plus. And this 2,500 list, this includes participants from MCX, from NSE, and from Stockholding Corporation, which are some of the government affiliated companies actually. See, this is something which our trainees have got to say after attending the session. Now, a best person who to rate any workshop is a person who has attended the workshop himself, right? So if that is the benchmark, then we, as mentioned on the PPT here, like over 1350 plus reviews has been posted by the trainees on different websites about TradersCockpit training. You can Google it out on, you can Google it out also to check out for the testimonials. This is not something which is recorded with us only. This is very much available online also. Each of these workshops, each of these training modules, they cost 12,900 individually, like either the technical analysis or options or advanced, that will cost some 12,900 plus GST. We would suggest to go, in case you want to learn about complete markets, if you want to learn about complete trading, excuse me, would suggest to go for the complete package of all the three workshops there. In that case, it will be available at uh, a special offer for you. It will be available at a lesser price. For the combined package will come at a much lesser price with a special offer in that. And on the subscription side, on the website subscription side, software subscription side, the fees for this, as I was getting some queries on the software subscription, this will be 20,900 plus GST for 1 full year. So that will be 20,900 plus GST. On this, now for the webinar participants, for this webinar participants, what we are going to do is we'll be offering a special price. We have a special offer for the webinar participants today. So if interested to know what the offer is, or if interested for the subscription, then please put your contact details or your email ID on the chat log there. Better if you can put in your contact details, phone number on the chat log there. After the webinar, in the next 1 hour, I'll ask my team to get back to you over phone and discuss about the offer and explain you about the subscription offer. It will be a lesser price for sure, or it will be a better deal for sure. And that deal is available only for the participants who attended the webinar session today. And to know about that offer, as I said, please put in your contact details on the chat log, and I'll ask my team to get back to you after the session, and they can carry it ahead from there. The fees is 20,900 plus GST SS. So in total, it will cost some 24,600 if you go for the full year subscription. But as I said, for the webinar participants, we have a special offer there. So to know what is this special price, or so you can put in your contact details on the chat log there. And for those persons, we'll arrange for a callback from my team, and they'll explain you about the subscription. Yes, it's better if you can put in your contact details. That will be helpful. So for participants who are interested for the subscription, yeah, Mr. Sundarajan got that. Thank you. So as I said, for participants interested, like for the subscription, do put in your contact details, and we'll be definitely getting back to you after this session here. So as we showed today, we have a solution for every one of you, right? I think by now you might be getting that. Uh, One, you do not have a trading plan of your own, but still want to trade. Our solution, the ready to use dashboards which allow you to get possible trades on stocks of your choice. Second, you are aware of technical analysis and have a trading plan. Our solution, the screeners available in Traders Cockpit, which allows you to customize conditions as per your need. Third, you want to test new trading strategies or your trading plan. Our solution, Strategy Labs, which helps you to design and backtest trading strategies using the historical data. Fourth, your fourth important rather, last but not the least, as they say, you are new to trading technical analysis or have not been able to trade successfully in the past. Our solution, workshops, the different training courses, master technical analysis, options, or advanced trading system. You go for a complete package. You go for a complete workshop program that will come at a much lesser cost for you. Yeah, Mr. Gopinath, we can arrange for that. Also for the subscribers, for the interested participants, of course, you'll be getting the recording of this particular session after the webinar. As soon as the webinar ends in the next 1 2 hours, you'll be getting the recording of the session also. So thank you again. We'll conclude the session now. Thank you very much for giving in your precious time for attending the session. Hope this was helpful for all of you. Any feedback? And so we'll be concluding now, friends. Any feedback, positive or negative, any feedback, please feel free to put it on the chat log there. Or you can also write to, otherwise you can also write to support@traderscockpit.com to put in your feedback. That will help us to improve our services. And as I said, for participants who are interested for the subscription or who are interested to register for any of the training courses, like next Saturday in Bangalore we are coming up with a training course, options workshop in Bangalore next Saturday. So for participants interested, they can put in their contact details on the chat log there, and we'll definitely get back after the session. Thank you, Mr. Gopinath. Hope fine. Thank you for the appreciation. We'll take that.